Welcome to Monteys Style.
Today we are doing taste and we are making a Catalina with Lee, my nephew. He's a great cook. Isn't he handsome? He's taller than me. I don't like that. We are making a Catalina make with seafood. We are making with crab meat and some imitation crab meat. We have all our spices right here, and our side dish will be string beans. I love string beans, but we have our noodles here. We have our homemade seasoning, which, let's see. So, we have sea salt and we have kosher salt. We have flour, we have ragut. Well, people call it regatta, but we have ragut, and we have some Parmesan cheese, we have butter, and we have imitation crab, and we have the real thing. So, all of these ingredients are going to make a great dish for our Catalina. So if you don't know what Catalina is, it is just a, excuse me, that means I need a drink. Nothing like a glass of white wine. And as I was saying, that we need a Catalina. And the Catalina will be stuffed in these nice, beautiful shells by Brolina. I love that. So, we're gonna get cooking. Hey Lee, why don't you turn on the stove for me so we can start that roux. And if you don't know what a roux is just a basic sauce. It's really good. It's just butter, flour, salt, and garlic. But now, Lee, can you put the butter into the pan for me? I need a half a stick. Thank you. Sometimes if you get some help, they work for free. I love that. So he has the pot on, and we're gonna turn it down a little low so we can get the butter to a melt, and we're going to actually start on our roux. Once we get our roux going and cooking, we are going to put our noodles in, and then we're going to mix our ingredients so we can stuff them. And I have another little helper. It's my sister-in-law. She thinks she's getting out of this. So this is Monteys Style. Hey now, Samano, and guess what? We are on the road cooking for taste. So let's start with our roux. Come on over. So now we're just gonna melt some butter, just like this. Here, Lee, stir it. Stir the butter in. We're gonna turn it down. And always remember, a roux should always be cooked at a slow pace. We're gonna melt the butter, and then we're gonna throw our flour in. And as Lee starts stirring the flour with the roux, make it into a nice paste. There you go. You see how that looks? I'm gonna add a little more flour so he can mix it. And I think I'm going to use another stick of butter. There you go, melt that butter in there, Lee. I'm gonna turn the flame up some. The object of this is that you don't want your flour to burn, but you want the butter to melt in there. And I think for a cup of flour, you need a whole stick of butter. Add some more flour in there. There you go. Stir it in there nice and neatly. You see how he made it into a nice paste here, right? And that's how you actually want it. You want it to be like a paste. You see that? Pretty good. So now all we're going to do is add our milk. We're gonna add a little bit of milk and let Lee stir it. Go ahead, Lee, stir. So now that Lee has stirred that in there, we're gonna take that and we're going to take our milk and we're going to gently pour it in. And we're gonna whisk it all in here, just like that. We're gonna whisk it. To make our roux, we're gonna keep whisking. Thank you. And we're gonna have Lee whisk. Here you go, Lee. And as he's doing that, we're going to use some nutmeg. We're gonna put some nutmeg in there and have him whisk that in. We're gonna add a little bit more sea salt. There we go. And this is Monteys Taste on the road. We are in Poughkeepsie, New York. And now we're just gonna let that sit on low, and we're gonna leave the whisk in, and Lee's gonna come help us with other things. That roux should thicken up, but you have to keep stirring it. So, and as we keep stirring it, we're going to just keep literally adding flour to just make it a little thick. And we're just gonna stir that in. Just like that. Because it's gonna get thick on its own. And once it gets thick on its own, it's gonna be really great. Lee did a really good job. But we actually want this to sit a little bit so it gets nice and thick. So we're gonna leave it alone and let it sit. So I'm gonna ask Lee to just take a pinch of this and like throw it into the roux. Just a pinch. So now I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese to it. Just a pinch. That's all I need, and I'm gonna whisk it. Look at that roux. That roux looks nice. You're actually supposed to add all of your flour with the butter at one time, but you really don't have to if your roux is not thick enough. Okay? So I'm gonna add a little more milk. Hey Lee, could you pass me some milk, please?
No.
There we go. Here you go, Lee. You can put that back for me. I'm just gonna whisk that. And we're gonna leave that there, and now we're going to just go mix our other products. And you know me, I can't help but clean up. So, isn't this the most coolest butter container? Look at that. It holds butter. I used to eat butter as a kid, stick by stick, and I got in trouble. I would always get my hands slapped. I love butter. But this is a really cool container. My sister-in-law has some really nice taste. I'm gonna steal some of her stuff. She just walked inside of the other room. Look at this. These are pot holders. Isn't this cool? I love these things. And look at this. I love these pot holders. This one will be missing. She'll never know it's gone. But as we get back to the show, we're going to start our other ingredients. So now, first thing we are going to do is we're going to mix a cup of raw cut in the seafood and another cup inside of the imitation seafood. So, but first we need garlic. I'm gonna have Lee separate the garlic and put it into each of them. Here you go, Lee. And as Lee is doing that, I'm gonna start with the noodles. We're doing a 5-minute cook for the noodles because I want them to be al dente because we're gonna bake them too. There's nothing in there, right? Okay, good. Oh, sorry, I cheated. I tasted it. Oop. I'm a foodie. I can't help it. I tasted it already. So what I'm going to do is to season it a little bit more. Most people don't season their roux, but I like to season my roux because I like everything to be nice and tasty. Don't you? Me too. So it needs another dash of sea salt. 1, 2, 3. It's not so salty, and we're just gonna let it sit on low, and it's fine.
Enough.
So how many did you put in here? 2?
Yeah, I split 2, both of them.
All right, so put 1.5 in, a half in this one and a half in that one.
One more?
Yes. So while he's doing it, I'm going to mix the other ingredients. I'm going to use some Parmesan cheese. There we go. I'm going to use some salt. I'm going to use some salt. It's enough of that. Then I'm going to use my seasoning. I'm going to use my seasoning. And I'm going to use a cup of ragout. Cup of ragout. Cup of ragout. Ooh, some fell on this counter. That's pretty good. So guys, as he's doing the garlic, sorry, I said I'm a foodie. I wasn't supposed to be filming me, it's supposed to be watching him put the garlic in. But since you're watching, who cares? I'm a foodie. I love the food. It's ragout. So, as I do that, I'm going to have Lee stir that one up. Just stir that one.
This one?
Yep. And I'm gonna have his mother stir the other one. Where's Bonnie? Hello, Bonnie. I see you over there. Bonnie didn't leave. Here you go. That one's for Bonnie. That's my sister-in-law, Bonnie. She has a beautiful home. It like disgusts me how modern and Art Deco and how artsy this house is. It's really cool. So, and if you check out the granite, this is real granite. She did this herself. She chopped it, she cut it, she sized it, she did it herself. She's a love that in a woman. So, and she can't help but laugh because it's the truth. So, and she designed this whole kitchen. So, kudos to Bonnie. Thank you. You're welcome. Now we're going to get the egg in there, if I can find the egg. See, it's her kitchen. She knows where it's at. Thank you. We need 1 egg in each. So I'm gonna let Bonnie do hers. Just the egg yolk, please. And then I'm gonna do Lee's. Just the yellow, that's all we need.
I did the whole thing.
Oh, you did the whole thing? Well, that's fine. Well, if she did the whole thing, if we get any eggshells in there, Lee, get it out.
Shouldn't make that much.
No, that's it. So we're gonna throw that away, and what I'm gonna do is get a spoon, because then we will really have two different ones and get the rest of that yolk out of there. Yeah. There we go. Get it, and you can stir that up. Try to separate them. Cool. Hey Lee, thank you, I appreciate it. I'm going to take a little bit, it's hot, let it cool off. And Bonnie, tell me how that roux is. It's fine? Mm-hmm. It doesn't need any more salt?
No.
Okay, great. Roux. That was good. Look at that. Look at that. Looks pretty good, huh? I don't think I want to share. And the imitation. That's right. Kudos to the host and her wine. I'm good. So now we're gonna let that cool, and we're going to do our string beans. So Bonnie came up with a great idea, something I do all the time. We're going to use the stock from the noodles for the string beans. So that will be last, and all we're going to actually do is we're going to put this in the sink, and we're going to gently pour the water over it. All of that hot water will cook this. It's like steaming it, and we will have fresh, crunchy string beans. And we're only going to add garlic to this. That's it. And if anybody wants salt on their string beans, and they can add it, because we have enough salt in this, we have enough salt in that. So, but we're using sea salt. Sea salt is the best thing to use if you have high blood pressure. So on that note, what we're gonna do is do my quick commercial break. We're gonna clean the kitchen. I gotta clean somebody else's kitchen. That really sucks. But guess what? I get paid in wine. All right, let's get to it, and I'll see you in a few. And hi, and we're back, and we're cooking and cleaning and doing all these things for taste, because we're making stuffed shells. It's so good. We're making Catalina with a roux. So guess what we're doing now? We're just gonna finish. We have a few here that I stuffed, and I'm going to stuff it just like this. It's that easy, because we are all so busy here, because actually we're hungry. Everybody here wants to eat. So we're gonna stuff this just like this. It's very easy. I'm gonna push it in there, so you don't have to be dainty, just get it in there. It's a really easy recipe. This recipe shouldn't take you no longer than 45 minutes to do the whole thing. So we're gonna stuff and stuff and stuff. I'm just gonna place it into our pan. Make enough room for each of them. We have different kinds. We have imitation and we have real crab meat. So we're gonna have Bonnie bring over the roux. And we're gonna have her pour it in.
Pour it in.
Yes.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. You start pouring. I'm just gonna try to fit all this in. Pour it in. We're gonna get the roux in there. Nice. Look at that. Get the other side. There we go. Look at that roux. Isn't that great? Now she does that, I'm gonna clean up is what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm supposed to be cleaned up, sorry.
Not that way.
And you're gonna need your oven at 375. I usually preheat at 400, so when you open up the door, you can let out some of the hot air. And all you need next is just your Parmesan cheese on top, just like that. Pour it all on, and you're done. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna place this down here. And we're going to do, right now, we're gonna heat up the frying pan. We're gonna get that oil nice and hot. And we're gonna have her take the leftover pasta. She's just gonna chop it up just like this into the frying pan. Just like that, all of them. Hey guys, look at this. This is why I'm so jealous of her kitchen. Look at this. I'm jealous. We got all these spices everywhere. And look, some of these going into my pocket. And look at this one here. Look at this. She has cabinet space everywhere. See? You see what I'm saying? Isn't it great? So what we're doing here is we're making a fried pasta. It's really easy. We're gonna use a little basil. It's gonna be our garnishing. You see, guys, if I keep Bonnie busy, I can steal so much stuff. It's gonna be great. I love this. Hey now, smile now. And don't forget to bake your cannellini for only 15 minutes. That's all it needs, from 10 to 15 minutes. You know, and the longer I keep her drinking some wine, she'll never know what's missing. But you keep the cannellini cooking for 15 minutes. And that's it. And as she's doing that, we're going to have her stir fry it. We're gonna bring this down to a little lower heat. Have her turn that. She has one more, but she lost one. It's right here. You see that? I have to throw it away. I'm a foodie, I can't help it. Yes. So she's gonna do that. It's nice and stirred. Look at that.
Better than the smoke detector going off, right?
Now as I'm stir frying that, with just basil, that's all. And great olive oil. That's all it needs. I'm gonna make the temperature higher, 410 on the cannellini. We're gonna turn this on. And now we're going to do our string beans. There's no commercial break here. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Now I want you guys to see all of the artwork that is done on this wall here. This is granite. Slate. Bonnie did all that. What is it?
Slate.
It's slate. I knew that. See that? But I'll go back to it. Now, see guys, this is slate. See? I knew that. I didn't need Bonnie's help. So now that's done, and we're going to do our string beans. First string beans, right? And all we're going to do is turn off our hot water. Take our pasta water, which is nice, and we're just gonna pour it in. That's it. And we're gonna get our garlic ready. And we're gonna drain this. This bowl is ready. Look at that. Turn that over. And Bonnie is going to crush the garlic in there.
Maybe.
She's got it. Trust me, this woman lifts up stones. She's gonna mix, and as she's mixing that, going to mix our garnish. She dropped some on the floor. Yeah, luckily, nobody's looking. I would have picked it up and ate it.
That's what good dogs.
Now look at that. She put no olive oil in that. It's just the pasta, the garlic, and the basil, and the string beans, and extra vinegar. And look how that looks. That's wonderful. So now we're going to take a small commercial break because we're gonna plate soon. I'll see you in a few. Hey now, Samal now. And now let's see how that stuffed shell did, the catalini. Ooh. Look at that. It's nice and golden right there. Look at that. We're gonna leave that there. We're gonna let it cool for just a little bit. We're gonna turn that off. And Bonnie, would you please do me a favor and can you shave some lemon shades into that? I mean tangerine. To finish off our side dish.
It's not working.
Let's get in there. Yep, I see it.
Oops.
And one more. And then you can stir, and we're good. It's nice and brown too, look at that. What a nice roll.
This is a combination of the real crab and the...
Yes. So we're gonna let you guys figure out which one is the fake crab and which one is the real crab. And we're gonna do the string beans.
That looks so good.
Thank you. Well, you helped, you and Lee. Look at that plate. Isn't that nice? That's a nice plate. We're going to let Bonnie be the guinea pig.
Hot. Very good. Mmm.
Try that one.
Wow, very good.
How's that?
Wow.
So which one do you prefer? That one? Well, that's the real, and that was the imitation. But how did you like the imitation?
Very good.
Very good. All right, see?
Yep.
Well, guys, hey now, Samal now, Lee, come say bye. Bye, guys. See you later.
Can we turn the lights off?
Yes, turn the lights off. It's hot in here. He's waiting for Lee. And Lee wants more. Look at that. Love you, but hey now, Samana, we gotta get these lights up. They're everywhere and it's hot in here. Bye now. Don't forget to Facebook me and tweet me and hit me up on my soundboard. Bye. It's time to eat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Bonnie. Happy birthday, Bonnie. Happy birthday.
Hurry up, this wax going in there.